Every year, annual school grades are released to determine the school grade and accountability, according to the Florida Department of Education. Along the public list, there are dozens of lowest performing elementary schools because they scored low in reading and language arts proficiency. Lowest 300 program was piloted in 2012 by State Senate David Simons, later to be passed in 2014. The program added an extra hour of reading instruction to the regular school hours in schools that scored lowest in reading. The score is determined by the lowest sums of points earned for reading achievement level 3 and above, and the reading learning games from annual FSA data, which is used for the school calculations. The program uses supplemental academic instruction (SAI) and research-based reading instruction within the extra hour of intensive reading every day. Poinciana Park Elementary, a school that I work in as a special educator, is among the dozen of schools that landed in the lowest 300 public list and has been on extended days since school year of 2014-2015. As a first-hand witness and an educator, I have seen how the stigma of lowest 300 school programs impact all level of individuals involved, whether it be the administrations, teachers, students, families, or even the communities. One of the main assets of the lowest 300 program is for the administration to have access to maximize funds to purchase proven research-based materials, hire teachers and coaches effective in teaching reading, paying for extended day to keep teachers and other personnel, paying for public transportation, and so on. However, one of the main inequalities of the program on the administration is that it sets a negative reputation on the school, which impacts their ability to recruit and hire teachers because of the challenges that can be scary as teachers do not know what goes on inside the building. The lowest 300 program provides several assets that many educators see value in, such as the extra hour allows them to teach reading in the way they believe it should be done without taking time away from other subjects. Additional materials and resources are provided to enhance learning, such as technology for independent reading. Reading and math coaches are available to support and guide teachers through intensive instruction given the data available. But the program has its share of inequalities on teachers as well. Teachers feel underestimated and unappreciated as they are expected to be alive and animated instructionally throughout the entire day, leading to burnouts. Such programs can also be nerve-wracking as they face possible pay cuts because of the annual district negotiation of the allocations of funds. This extended hour also impacts the student's ability to stay active and focused throughout the entire day, causing the teachers to blame such behaviors such as ADD or ADHD. This can also be overwhelming on students who do not participate in the FSA, such as VPK and ESC students, who are not required by law to stay in that extra hour, but the school requires them and their respected teachers to commit to the program to ensure consistency and quality of instruction, even if it's outside the students' learning capacity and ability. Fortunately, research has shown there are more assets than inequalities for the students, such as more hands-on activities and small group instruction. Extra time and funds and grants to implement support services such as 5,000 Role Models, which provides guidance and counseling for young boys and teenagers. Poetry to provide assistance for children to express their feelings through poetry. More opportunities for independent and cooperative learning. Depending on the school and communities, extended times give students the opportunity to remain busy in a positive way and to stay out of trouble. Lowest 300 programs give parents a sense of support and assurance that their child is in a safe learning environment and receiving the quality of instructional support that is needed. However, families face certain inequalities as they worry about the condition of the school if it faces closure or pay cuts. Thus, parents do not have a peace of mind or certainty of the child's future. As a result, with the school option choice, many parents withdraw their children to other schools that are better performing. This causes other families who experience such inequalities to feel helpless because they are incapable of moving their children to better schools and feel inferior for not providing the best education possible for their children. With the new bill HB 7055 that supports the expansion of charter schools, public schools under the public list of lowest 300 program are set to become schools of hope, meaning public schools improvement provisions are revised and competed with the charter schools. Thus, depending on who you ask, this can be seen as an asset or inequality to the community. One of the main assets of this movement is that the community will re-energize their trust and hope in these public schools and will bring back their children to their assigned school. On the other hand, these schools can end up being transferred into the authority of charter schools, who will have more power over the student population, meaning unwanted students can be suspended or expelled, causing stress or pressure on the parents.